After months of speculation, former Texas Congressman Beto ORourke officially announced this morning that he's running for president in 2020.
The El Paso native gained national attention last year during the midterm elections when his grassroots and social media-fueled Senate campaign nearly upset incumbent Republican Ted Cruz.
ORourke is the 12th person to seek the 2020 Democratic nomination alongside Kamala Harris, Bernie Sanders, Elizabeth Warren, and former San Antonio Mayor Julian Castro, just to name a few.
Right. His announcement also drew reaction from President Trump. Take a look.
Whoever it is, I'll take him or her on. It makes no difference to me whatsoever.
Now ORourke will kick off his presidential campaign rally on March 30th in his hometown of El Paso.
The 26th Amendment of the U.S. Constitution was ratified to change the voting age from 21 to 18. Nearly 50 years later, the topic is being discussed again. It was brought up in our nation's capital back in April of 2018, where it was eventually turned down. But today, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi voiced her support for the proposal, saying high schoolers are already learning about politics. Why not let them have a vote? Earlier this year, Oregon also made headlines for possibly making that change. And here in the Lone Star State, Vincent Gonzalez says he supports lowering the age. Even though the measure failed, the discussion was postponed, so there is still potential for further consideration on the proposal. Our Phoenix O'Connor spoke to West Texans today to get their thoughts.
When it comes to voting in federal elections, high schoolers could potentially be able to hit the polls.
Now, we want to know what you think. Should the voting age be lowered to 16 years old from 18?
Go to myfoxzone.com/vote and join the conversation. You can also text us at 325-400-8785. It's interesting.
Yeah.
I can see both sides of the argument, 100%.
Absolutely. Now, spring break is upon us and school is out.
Yeah, school is out and spring break is in full swing, and so is the TABC agents from the Texas Alcoholic Beverage Commission. They're heading to bars, liquor stores, beaches, and other places that alcohol might be sold throughout March as the agency kicks off its annual spring break safety operations. According to the TABC chief, spring break is among the busiest time for alcohol retailers, but that's for hot spots such as Austin and South Padre. A West Texas liquor store owner says that's not the case in the big country.
Spring break in liquor stores in Abilene is kind of a tough one because people are leaving town. There are people coming home, but it's spring break is usually slower than normal.
According to TABC, both Abilene and San Angelo have a rating of 85 and 86% respectively compliance when it comes to underage violations. We'll hear more from How to Spot a Minor coming up at 9.
And the Concho Valley has not had a Planned Parenthood since about 2013 after Texas laws had passed placing restrictions on groups that perform abortions. Places like Midland and Abilene also closed up shop that year as well. The laws were struck down, but Planned Parenthood facilities are still not available. Our Monica Coleman is live with a follow-up tonight. Monica? We have breaking news out of New Zealand tonight where there has been a mass shooting at a church. Police have not described the scale of this investigation just yet, but a witness says at Christ Church, New Zealand, he saw a gunman run out of the mosque and drop what appeared to be a semi-automatic weapon before running off. And we are getting told that this could have been live streamed on social media. A witness says that many people have been killed in that mass shooting at the mosque in New Zealand. We are going to continue to get as much information as possible, and certainly everyone is in our hopes and prayers.